Let's first talk about what you're seeing in terms of sentiment and activity. We know that the past couple months have certainly been rough for crypto in terms of price action. How has that translated through into trading volumes?
Yeah, that's really true. Like the price have come down quite a bit. But what we see from our customer base is really depending on the segment that you're looking at. For a lot of our customers, they are on the younger side, and so they have a price horizon that is a bit longer than some people. And so for them, they are looking at buying the deep opportunity, and so they are still investing quite a bit. What we see also from other segments is that they are looking into options to stake their assets and get yield on the cryptocurrency. But overall, what is a good sign for us is that we still see a lot of people buying on Robinhood and then transferring into DeFi, showing that there is still a lot of activity on the crypto networks.
Let's talk about staking a little bit, taking a look at the notes you sent to our producers. And you note that Robinhood, ETH, and Solana staking went live for New York customers on December 9th. It's only been a couple of days, of course, but what has that uptake looked like so far? And if you can give us any numbers, that would be great.
Yeah, I think it's too soon for the numbers just because we only recently launched it, but that was something that we were really excited about for New York. For a very long time, our customer could not access crypto transfer and staking, and so we think it's an early holiday gift for them that they are able to do it in New York now.
Johann, can you talk a little bit also just about some of the add-on features, particularly designed to help crypto investors kind of navigate the complexities of tax law, particularly here in the United States? When do those roll out? Have folks started to use them yet, and to what degree?
Yeah, so on Robinhood, it's one of the only platform where you can actually get a 1099 at the end of the year. Well, at least at the beginning of next year for your tax season, and we give it to you for free. Like, you don't need to have a subscription or anything like that. But one thing that we started to notice is that people that are very active on DeFi are starting to lose track of their cost basis. So we rolled out this feature where you can actually input the cost basis of your purchase just to help the customer manage their taxes. But I think for us, one of the main focus this year has been to really push on advanced traders, the people that are a bit more than just the normal customer just focusing on buying or selling a little bit of crypto once in a while. And we really push on new features for the people that are trading tens of thousands of crypto a day or up to millions a day. And so now we have one of the lowest fee at 3 basis points for this very advanced trader. So that was something that we were really excited about, because for a very long time, people thought about Robinhood as more of a platform for simpler investor. And so we wanted to make sure that even advanced investors have all the platform and all the tools that they need for that.
What's the difference between how you're structuring that here in the United States versus what you're doing with your products over in Europe?
It's similar in the sense of in the US you have different volume tiers, so based on how much you're going to trade on a monthly basis and what version of our trading system you're going to use, you will have a lower fee. In Europe right now we still have only one fee, but it's something that we will bring also in the future. So definitely something that is coming there.
Well, let's talk about Robinhood's presence in Europe a little bit more, because it's interesting to think about the differences versus your presence in the United States. For example, I see that Robinhood is still mobile app only in the EU. When might we expect that to change?
Yes, we are going to start rolling out the web experience in the next couple of weeks for all our customers. And really, the decision behind this was getting and meeting our customer where they are. And so we saw that a lot of our European customers wanted a better mobile experience than what the competitors were offering. And so that's why we rolled out mobile first. But they also have features that we don't have in the US. So for example, perpetual is something that we do not offer in the US, and our European customers are able to access multiple contracts and up to 7x in average.
So, Johann, talk a little bit here as sort of you evolve, and more importantly, I guess, as the institutional and individual investor space evolves deeper over the next couple of years here. Is this going to be a meaningful accretion overall to Robinhood's business, or have we kind of reached, to a certain extent, for lack of a better phrase, critical mass with regards to users?
No, I think, we are just at the beginning. If you look about what our competitors are doing, is just starting to add crypto to their platform, showing that, still for the longest time in the US, you have the majority of the population that do not have access to crypto. And I think you're also at the beginning of using the technology to actually replace the traditional finance system. We started to do it in the EU with tokenized assets like stock tokens that give you an exposure to US stocks and ETF. And that's basically the beginning of how we can use the blockchain technology to accelerate and improve our current system that is still shutting down over the weekend, or where you still have to wait one business day to settle.